Good morning, friends, and welcome to the Sharekhan's pre-market action. First and foremost, we have an update on the global markets. Yesterday, we saw the global markets, especially the US markets, rebounding from the 2 days weakness that we had seen. Yesterday, the markets were up. Dow was up around 80 odd points, and Nasdaq was up around 25 points in yesterday's trade. The closing was good because that we have seen that the bond markets that we have seen the last couple of days have been a lot of volatility, and that yesterday subside, and that is the reason that we have seen the equity markets on the positive momentum in yesterday's global markets. Also ahead of the jobs data, which are expected to be stronger, the overall view is that probably the economy is showing strength in the US. Now we can read this in either ways. A good jobs data would actually indicate a stronger economy, and probably that would take a call on the US interest rates hike probably much sooner than September probably. But any weakness in the data would indicate that the US might delay the US interest rates. So on the either ways, one can have a read on the overall take on the interest rates. But nevertheless, we have seen that the beginning of this year, we have seen the global market, especially the US markets, on the sideways momentum, and probably we might see some sort of momentum picking up later after there is some clarity as far as the interest rates are concerned. What has happened in the Indian markets yesterday is that the weakness has been continued, and we have seen that also in the flows of in the FIs yesterday. The cash provision market have indicated that the FIs have been negative even yesterday to the tune of around 1,360 odd crores, whereas the DIs have remained positive in the cash market yesterday. Also, we have seen a positive inflow of around 1,160 odd crores in yesterday's trade. But we will have to wait and see as to where the markets are heading going ahead, whether we will find some support at lower levels and would actually bounce back from the current levels. We'll have to wait and watch and have a view based on the derivative analysis. So let's have a look on the derivative data.
Good morning, friends. We'll give an analysis on derivatives. In yesterday's market, we have seen Nifty opening up with a negative bias with the gap down opening up around 40-50 points, in line with the negative cues from the international markets. However, soon after the first few minutes of the trade, we have seen Nifty constantly be under pressure throughout the day and has been under negative territory, and have also in the middle part of the trade have seen a century point odd loss, and Nifty has seen testing levels of around 8,000 odd levels. But around 8,000 levels we have seen being a psychological support and also a decent support for our market. We have seen some kind of bounce back in Nifty, and eventually we have managed to close 0.5% lower at 8082.15. Now the downfall in yesterday's trade was mainly led by banking stocks, where banking stocks were the major underperformer in yesterday's trade, followed by automobiles, information technology, fast-moving consumer goods, and pharmaceutical sectors. However, information technology sector was the only sector which helped the indices to restrict the losses. On the open interest terms, we have seen 6% reduction in open interest. The downfall has been coming for the Nifty is only due to the long unwinding, and we have not seen significant amount of or any kind of short position which has been built in Nifty in last 4 to 5 trading sessions. We have seen a severe downfall. That is a bit time to look into it. Unless until we don't see significant amount of short positions, the losses in the market would be restricted. On the put call ratio, we have seen a slightly jump in put call ratio. Despite 50 odd points loss in yesterday's trading session, we have seen put call ratio have been increased from 0.9 to 0.94. That clearly indicated that market could see some kind of bounce back in the near term. However, the cost of carry was more or less same at around 5.5%. That is, Nifty premium have been more or less same at around 24-25 odd points. The Indian volatility index was more or less same at 19.65 odd levels, reducing around 0.10%. On the options activity, 8,100, 8,200 strike price has seen good amount of build up in open interest. 8,100 has seen the highest build up in open interest in yesterday's trade of around 59%, while 8,200 call option has seen a 20% addition in open interest. However, 8,300 strike price has seen some kind of reduction. While in put option, we have seen not major build up in at the money strike price. That is, 8,000 put option have seen minor addition of around 3 odd percentage, while 7,900 put option have seen a build up of around 1%, and 7,800 put option have seen build up of around 40 odd percentage in yesterday's trade. However, if you see the maximum build up has been on the 8,500 strike price, and for the call option 8,500 remains as the highest in terms of open interest, while in put option 8,000 strike price remains as the highest in terms of open interest. Now the activity in the options has been quite confusing, indicating we might see a gap up opening due to a positive cues from the international market, but if you don't see significant amount of unwinding in higher strike price and simultaneously build up in 8,000 put option, 8,100 put option, then only we might see an upward movement to continue. However, if we don't see this kind of activity, then we might see some kind of selling pressure at higher levels in today's trade also, and can see some kind of downfall. There are no securities of in bank period for today's trade. On FIS terms, there have been constantly selling in index futures. However, that selling is coming only due to the long unwinding, and they are not building any kind of any major short positions in the market in index futures. And now in index futures, FI has been very much light. They are standing with very much light in terms of open interest in index futures. In yesterday's trade, we have seen FIs were net sellers of around 946 odd crores in index futures, with open interest going down by around 6 odd percentage. While in index options, there were net buyers of 483 odd crores. In stock futures, there were net buyers of 983 crores, and stock options, there were net buyers of only 10 odd crores. 5 days VWAP stands at 8240 with a lower range at 7956. 7956 is our lower straddle, lower monthly straddle break-even point, and the higher range is at 8240. SGX simply trading positive and might see a gap up opening, and it's trading at 77 points higher at 8147. That's it from derivatives. Thank you.
So let's have a look at some of the trading ideas for today. First and foremost, Hero MotoCorp, which is short idea for today, where the company have come out with some unexpected weaker results, a 40% drop in the fourth quarter net profit after it took a charge towards a possible write-off of an investment in the US partner that went into the receivership and spent more on marketing as it entered several international markets in past year. So we recommend to go short in Hero MotoCorp with a stop loss of 2,401 for target of 2284 and 2236. ArcelorMittal came out with the results, and the guidance has been lower. On Thursday, it has cut its profit guidance for 2015 to a more bearish view on the US steel market and the impact of falling iron ore prices on its mining business. So this would be sentimentally negative for companies like Tisco today. So we recommend to go short in Tata Steel for stop loss of 374 and target of 355 and 348. On the news update, the benchmark bond yields have risen to 8% levels now. This is negative for the banking sector, especially the PSU banks. The 10-year benchmark yield have increased to 7.99% from 7.73% as on 31st of March 2015 due to the suboptimal monsoon forecast and weakness in the domestic currency. In case the yields remain at 8% levels, the banks may not earn treasury profits as assumed earlier and may even result in some provisioning on their investments. On the other news, government has formed a panel to resolve the matter with the FIS. Tata Motors collects rupees 9,040 crores from the rights issue. Ashok Leyland deepens its presence in Gujarat with the 7th outlet, and Hindustan Zinc plans rupees 8,000 crore expansion. Sun Pharma Advanced Research Company has said that its board will meet on 12th of May to consider in principle the issue of the equity shares of rupees 1 each of the company by way of rights issue. 2 Biocon biosimilar drugs have entered the global clinical trials. Tata, Mahindra and Larsen & Toubro are in race to garner or to partner the gun maker BAE for the howitzers. Tata Motors rights issue offers has ended on 2nd of May, and the share issue has oversubscribed by around 1.21 times. It has raised around 9,040 crores. Blue Dart quarter 4 PAT is at 34 crores versus 30 crores, which is up 12.5%. NCCI has approved the Reliance Defense and Pipavav deal. On the results update, we have seen that Titan has come out with some weaker results. The net profit has been grown by around 4.2% at 215 versus 206 crores. The estimates was much higher, but it has come below the estimates. The total income has also dropped down to 11% at 2,496 crores versus 2,803 crores. Talwalkar has come out with a net profit of 18.8% growth at rupees 16.9 crores versus 14.2 crores. BASF has widened the loss. The loss has been around 59.3 crores versus the profit that it was at for the last year, 6.6 crores. Total income has been at 1,072 crores versus 1,068 crores year on year. GE Shipping quarter 4 consolidated net profit came at 137 crores versus 66 crores. The total income came at 884 crores versus 798 crores, and Blue Dart quarter 4 PAT, we already discussed before, has come at 34.47 crores versus 30 crores, up 12.5% year-on-year. The results which will be declared today, first and foremost, Punjab National Bank, the estimate PAT is 911 crores, Hindustan Unilever Limited expected PAT is 896 crores, Allahabad Bank is expected PAT is 258 crores, GlaxoSmithKline Consumer Healthcare Limited expected PAT is 208.4 crores, Eicher Motors expected PAT is 185 crores. On the watch list for today, stock with positive buyers are Divi's Lab, Ambuja Cement, Ultratech Cement, and stock with negative buyers for today is SKS Micro. Stocks for investment, we continue to prefer Sun Pharma, TCS, Larsen, Maruti, and State Bank of India. That's it, friends, from this morning's Sharekhan's pre-market action. Thanks and have a nice trading day.